fragment of an apocalypse. The beginning of Earth. A flash of light, piles of stuff. Then algae, apes, women and men. Then churches, then Burger King. It didn't go exactly planned, I guess, so one morning bored, I burned it up. Sound born from pure and constant screaming, a dial tone, a button with one sound attached to it and a finger laid like a stone upon the button. A sound that keeps ringing until the wiring frays, shorts, sparks, burns like a wick until the burn becomes the echo of itself, and the echo of itself becomes an echo, and at last there is silence. We are all having no riders. The lucky ones crushed by falling condominiums, the rest searching in vain for something sharp with which to impale themselves, anything, a stick, but all is puddle now, wood and metal melted, water sucked into cinder, everyone screaming but unable to tell if his scream is his or hers, agony, and worse, boredom. The afternoons that last literally forever. Though for afternoons to last forever, there must be an unafternoon, but all is afternoon, or there is no afternoon. Is this before or afternoon? As soon as something, even agony, seems to congeal into sense, the fibers loosen and break back into tangles. The agony of the uncertainty of agony. It's kind of like Friday the 13th. Nothing is fastened, so nothing hinges. Endless entropy, the loss of all memory, meaning the loss also of narrative, meaning the loss also of entropy. In the beginning, a remote camp by the foot of a lake, a handheld camera, a mother's revenge, then cryogenic suspension in space. We are all having no riders. We have thrown all riders. Nothing curved remains. Nothing slithers, or slips, or slides, or bends, or rounds, or flexes, or warps, or arches, or bows, or swings, or veers, or loops, or humps. Our bodies pulled back into stabs, our teeth straightened, their points chopped, mouths frozen open at 90 degrees, unable to close, so all manner of debris blows in and lodges, or unable to expand, breaks us. Mountain smell, ash trails, pummeled bones, pummeled into winds of ash, pummeled into winds of death's perfume, death inhaled, death eaten. Sometimes across the brightly lit canvas of destruction, one sees or thinks he sees a fluffy pile of feces just squeezed from the pink lips of pleasure's center. The smooth surface blending with the air, oxygen slicing open the aromas into colors eyes leap into, whip the legs into running. They draw closer, and the mind invents the onslaught, enacts the feast, the first stab of the tongue into the hot pile, the smear of excess across the face, until at last one almost finds oneself gulping the emptiness and believes the meal already eaten, mistakes the pain of hunger for indigestion, and feels like the most beautiful daughter left living, mercy's lone offspring, looks upon the miserable and despises them from the inverse altitude of the fallen. Let us now discuss the last days of cable television. Riders, does any of you have them? Us, riders, no, none riders. Missing crevices, nothing concave, nothing cupping, no secretions. Plot lines left hanging, nothing solved, no falsely dramatic last paragraph or stanza. The infinite comment boards, the hot stew of judgment before anyone knew what judgment was or wasn't. Don't kill, don't lie, don't oppress. Don't cancel my so-called life. Don't cancel John from Cincinnati or WKRP Cincinnati. Don't cancel Cincinnati. How does one get the gig of the canceller or his copywriter? Where do we sign up? We're young. We have lots of ideas. Good canceller. Lower your eyes to my arms where my infant tries to sleep. Even in this misery, he giggles. No evil courses through his body. He has nothing to repent beside the timing of his birth. Spare him. Make him what you want, whether Christian, Jew, Mormon, or Muslim. She must have went to Oberlin. I didn't go to Oberlin. Oh yes, you went to Oberlin. I applied to Oberlin. You applied to Oberlin and did not get in? How does one begin to not get into Oberlin? Apply to Oberlin, apply to Oberlin, just like Paul Newman, eat some corn, direct to porn at Oberlin. Oberlin and Wesleyan and Brown and Penn, and still I didn't get in. Oberlin and Wesleyan and Brown and Penn. How does one begin to not get into Wesleyan and Brown and Penn? Slowly the truth sets in that one is not at Oberlin. So where did you go? It matters, you know. It matters, it's just like wine. Don't ingest the grape unless you know the vine. BA, Comparative Religion, Princeton, class of '99. A fine year, a fine vine. About you, we'll see what we can do. Your baby, though, is a different issue. Who's to say he's just like you? Son of Sam had a mother too. Oh, he is. He's smart as a whip. He'll go where he wants. He'll be president. Okay, baby, if you're so smart, answer me this. It's not too hard. It's a baby quiz. Who was president when Lincoln was shot? Goo goo gaga, goo goo gaga. I'm sorry, baby, but that is wrong. Sorry, lady, your son is gone. Out with the bathwater, as they like to say. I'm sure you'll make another one day. A sad state of affairs, to say the least. That woman's taking it pretty hard. These tasks weigh on a fellow. I see that now. There, it's just your job.